Hello, everybody, or one person that liked. This is very difficult to see on the phone. I hope one day they have the update where you can actually. I mean, until I sort out my Mac memory, I can't actually stream this from the YouTube live from my Mac. So we're doing it from the phone. But I hope I did this right. I hope Camille can join still. I think I should have waited for her. Add. What's this? Send invite link to guest. Boom. Yeah. Okay, let's share this to. Hmm. Who is here? Oh, it's very difficult to see the chat as well. Like top chat, live chat. Here we go. Here we go. All messages are visible. Okay, I hope this is gonna work. It's cold. Where is everybody? Mm, 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 mm. Is anybody here? Is anybody? I don't think anybody's here. Right? I'm also going to open this here. Yeah, there we go. We couldn't do this last time, did we? Hey, hey,
Hooray!
she's here. She's made it. Hi,
Yeah.
Lex. Thank you for
Hello.
joining. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna just join on my laptop so I can see the messages clearer.
Oh yeah, the
And
chat.
then, yeah, the chat. Put the volume up here. There we go.
Mute.
Until we get
Theater.
OBS and upgrade our MacBooks, it's gonna be a little bit challenging to do it this way. But you know what? I actually don't mind it. This is actually pretty cool too. Just having it on the phone. It's nice and easy to set up. I could do it while I was lying on bed. I could just set it up quickly. So I think
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. Thank you for joining, Callum. How are you? Hope
Hello from
you.
England.
He's from England.
Oh, we could see the same chat then.
Yeah, we should. We
Okay,
definitely
cool.
can. Yeah, we definitely can see the same chap. Hi,
Okay, because
Poppy Stillwood.
one of the other YouTube lives I joined, it's like each host saw their own separate chat, but this one, okay, nice. Well, that worked out.
Yeah, that I don't. This is how it. This is trial and error. You see, this is how it always works out. The other day we tested it, and yeah, we learned a couple things, but this is pretty good. This is clean. This is nice. Hope Callum and Poppy are keeping well, and Lex. Thank you guys for joining. We've got it shows 14 people live. I don't know where is everybody live from? I can see only Callum from England. And then
Whoa. Okay, I have 7.
yeah,
I
now it's
have
7 actually. It's dropped to 7 very quickly. How
live
did that happen?
chat. Okay.
But
Yeah,
I
I'm
know what there's
interested.
like. I know there's
I'm
so many like
interested to.
subscribers that I have over the years, but I never
Oh.
I never get to meet them, see them. They're just all stalking my stuff. So I always tell people, right? Like if you guys don't engage and comment and say stuff, or you know, if you're not engaging, we don't get to see you, we don't get to meet you, we don't, you don't get that personalized energy, you don't get that personalized feel from us.
Well, on the user end, for me, it's like I like to engage
Mm,
when I'm like able to type. Let me just plug us in. But like I prefer to.
mm.
I don't just like sit there and watch and then like not engage because it's fun because sometimes people like engage with you back or you
Yeah,
like connect with people. But the only times is like when I'm like multitasking. Like you know how a lot of people eat and they'll
yeah,
watch
yeah.
lives or they'll just have something up and like they're running around and doing stuff or like I'll be on TikTok live and I'll like be brushing my teeth or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been that person. See, I can't do that. I honestly,
Multitask.
number one, I basically I very rarely watch lives. I probably never watch lives. And when I'm eating, I do watch something, but it's usually a podcast. So I'm usually like watching a podcast, or sometimes I go back into my Jim Rohn era where I'm just listening to Jim Rohn again, just to get that self improvement in, just to get that motivation into my mindset, remind myself of the stories and the cool stuff that he used to share back in the days I used to consume like crazy. And it helps. It
Hmm.
helps a lot. You know, sometimes you're just there and you just hear him say one sentence. You're like, damn, he's right. Like maybe it's time. You know, he goes like, you know, he would say something like that. You're like, wow,
It's time.
it's time. Or people, he always talks about like the seasons and how people change their mood and the environment due to the seasons that we're in life, and
Oh
everybody's
yeah.
always in a different season, right?
Even
So
algorithms change with the season. Our own personal.
exactly, exactly. So yeah, no, it's interesting, but yeah, I mean, thank you everybody for joining. Whoever's here right now, please let us know in
Yeah.
the chat because we want this to be. This ain't. We're not. This is not like a workshop, right? This ain't this. we ain't workshopping this. This is just literally supposed to be answering questions and also sharing why me and Camille are very excited about hosting our retreat in the UAE in January. And just to basically answer anybody's question, if they were thinking of coming, if they don't know what the hell we're doing, if they still are not updated, if they have no clue what this retreat's about, we just wanted to take you through like a journey, a walkthrough, and share with you what's going to happen, what we're going to be doing, how it's going to help you in your life, how it's going to transform many aspects of your life, and basically take your Q&A, right? Just answer all your questions. And that's the purpose of this. And it was also like one of the reasons why we both started it was because what we were saying, right? We have these calls, our brainstorming, masterminding calls every single week, and we were like, man, we wish we just record this because people just don't get to see the hustle. They don't see how hard we're working. They don't see
Yeah.
how hard it is to like host a retreat in the middle of the desert. To first of all get a partnership with a hotel and then do all of the logistics, do all of the planning, do all of this like tickets, then start offering it and marketing it to everybody, and then sharing it on lives and you know on our social media and everything. But nobody gets to see the journey, right? And so this was
Hmm.
a more authentic way to just get people to come and see the journey.
And
And
also in our one-on-one weekly meetings, like I get so passionate,
yeah,
and I have a
it
lot of
does.
moments where I just like start getting in this like flow, and then it just becomes like a TED Talk moment, and then we're
Yeah,
just like, damn.
yeah. Like, damn, Camille, we should have recorded that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many times that has happened. Where one of us, most of the time, you have these like epiphany, big ass moments. And I'm like, damn it, Camille, we should have bloody had that recorded, man. That's a proper
I
little viral clip
know.
right there. But yeah, but these will be recorded. So if anybody, I don't know, if anybody did want to go back onto the playlist to watch this afterwards, feel free to. But yeah, we're gonna be doing this for what most likely once every week until the retreat time is here.
Hmm.
Um, and so yeah, we are very excited, super pumped up. I see. I love my dog Teddy. Hi, 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 hi. I love my dog Teddy. Teddy's dog father. How are you? Or mother. My bad. Teddy's dog father or mother.
I'm gonna drop
Well, I
your.
see loads of emojis.
Whoa, is this what the YouTube emojis look like?
They look cool. They look like Discord.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
maybe that's something else. maybe
No, I
this
think
is.
it is because I remember I dropped something and I'm seeing the iPhone emoji when I choose it. And then when it went up, I was like, what are those?
Yeah, because I see the poop emoji, but it doesn't look like poop emoji here.
Yeah, it looks like red velvet.
Wow, that's some red velvet poop.
Okay, let's test. Does it let you pin this one?
So you put add a Q&A sticker, ice in milk, okay? That's what it's. Oh, this link.
Yeah.
This link. Can I pin it? Oh, let me check here. Ah, yeah. Wait for it. Uh, uh. No, I can't. That's. Oh
Hmm.
yeah. Hold on. Bosh.
Oh, excellent.
There you go. Little pinny pin.
Yeah.
Nice. Anybody can go check that out from the for the retreat. But yeah, he's so funny. Like looks like red velvet.
I know.
My favorite cake, but it's not
Oh
cake.
my
It's
gosh.
poop. um. Yeah. Anyways, who's still here? I think everybody's dropped out. There's like 2 people left.
I see two.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Um.
we can still go over the itinerary. Oh, well, since this is going to be saved, you could just do like just a quick intro like what it is cuz each video people might discover a different one.
hmm.
And then we can get into the itinerary. And then we can also like decide if you have any ideas on what you wanted to talk about for some of the talks too.
Yeah. So this is part one. Part one. Part one. If you're watching this, of the Mind Retreat and Found Gathering Q&A live session, where we just want to debunk and answer questions slash go through a walkthrough of our beautiful retreat happening in January 29th to the 3rd of February in the beautiful oasis, the Al Badaya Desert, which I promise you guys, because I have been there and you have not, that is the most magical nature vibes, beautiful, energetic spot on earth. It is beautiful. I cannot explain it. Only when you enter the gates, you will see the beautiful energy and the vibe, and you'll be like, wow, that is Sadiq was right. This special energy is actually beautiful. So yeah, this is part one of us going through the walkthrough and just kind of sharing more about why we decided to do this. So I don't mind starting off by just sharing like how this came about, why we both decided to say let's do this, and why is it important for humanity.
The origin story.
Yeah, the origin story. So this is the origin story. So we were supposed to do our this retreat. This retreat has been in our head since, I would say honestly, 3 years now. 3 years ago,
Mhm.
when we were like when we first start planting seeds about it and saying how cool would it be to do this one day and that kind of vibe. And then a year after that, so maybe 2 years ago, was when we actually started the process on like Notion, and you start creating your beautiful whole Notion page. And we had like mind, body, soul, and we start calling it MBS retreat at the time. I still remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did that. And we were just passionate, we were just passionate about, we're already like working with so many people. We both have communities. We both love helping and supporting others, and we're servant leaders. We want to truly help and add value to people out there. So I I just asked Camille once, like, what do you think, Camille? Like, should we just do, like, what's your thoughts? Would you ever want to do a retreat? And then she's like, yeah, damn, yeah, heck yeah. I've always wanted to do,
Do
I
it.
always wanted to do one, and and I was like, okay, cool. So like, then what? Like, where do we start? I was like, well, I guess we need to look for a venue, right? And I went on my whole little deep dive in Google, right, looking for UAE, like best retreats in UAE, and affordable retreats in UAE, and beautiful locations to do desert like retreat venues and stuff like that. And then Sharjah Collection, which is the main hotel chain of who we chose to partner with, they came up like multiple times because they have multiple locations in UAE, and so they came up multiple times, and I was like, Camille, what do you think about this? What do you think about this one? At the time, I think I shared with you Al Fire retreat. It was Al Fire, which is one of their
Oh
locations.
yeah.
Yeah, I still remember. See, it was Al Fire that I shared with you, because it was, even the name used to be called It used to be called Sharjah Collection Al Fire Retreat. Like that's the one they were promoting the
Oh,
most at the time.
before, and then they were
Yeah.
also called Misk before
Misk,
too.
yeah, they're also called Misk as well, yeah. So then they rebranded everything to how it is now, to Sharjah Collection by Al Badaya, Sharjah Collection by Moon Retreat, Sharjah Collection by, and so they started doing it like that. Which is obviously their marketing team decided to do that, which is exciting for them. But it just made a lot more sense. Like now you can actually notice the difference between each retreat, like venue and center. But anyways, we started looking at it. We start sending each other pictures and videos, hyping each other up as you do, and you're like, excited about something that you're passionate about. And then we just started cracking on with like, okay, how do we make this happen? How many
Messy
people should we have?
action.
Messy action, exactly. And then I remember you went and you did your Notion page, and it was so beautiful. I was like, Camille, like, I cannot do this to save my life. You are the best when it comes to like taking my brain dump, basically, and then just like beautifully quantifying it all into like a luxurious Notion page or one pager, or even like a 9-page IG like grid. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you do that? It's so cool. You just take our brain dump and you put it into like beautiful, like how you said earlier, red velvet.
Oh yeah.
You take the poop from our head and make it look like red velvet. So it's just like so interesting to kind of like witness that, obviously working with you, but obviously we already had a really good friendship. We already had a really good relationship before that, so it was good that we already got each other. Like we already knew that we're trying to do good things for humanity and help people and serve people and create something that's like harmony for everybody out there. And then so yeah. Oh, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, you're back. And then yeah, long story short, we started cracking on with it. We started figuring stuff out. I got my ex friend at the time to get involved with everything as well, because I thought, yeah, let's get him involved too. Because then it's like the more hands on deck, the more it's going to be cool. And then that didn't work out. And
Mhm.
it was actually because of that friend why we didn't even go ahead with it, right? Because there were certain things that me and you were aligned with that that person wasn't. And
Mhm.
so, and that's life. Like life happens. You meet people that don't always align with your goals, your vision, and what you want to do.
Well,
And
we
that's
put it
okay.
on pause because I'm just like, once I saw the location, I was like, "There's no way we're
Yeah,
not. It's
100%.
happening."
I knew,
Um,
even when we stopped at that time, I knew that one day we're gonna do it. It was just
yeah.
about a matter of timing and getting rid of this guy to like get out of it, and so we can
Mhm.
have space to like continue what we already had magically brewing, anyways.
Yeah.
So then yeah, then
Oh, and from that part of the origin story, something also like clicked for me. So for specifically like retreat types of experiences, I've noticed that the ones I've gone to that I like and that I would go back to, it's two main hosts, basically two like partners, business partners, like almost like co-directing is more seamless for like the trickle down like management,
Mhm,
because when you have three, especially with like time zones or more, then it's like getting everyone on the same page is going to be hard, but also there's going to be like inevitably you're going to have one-on-one conversations, and let's say you have like five directors, or like five hosts, or two three four, I mean three four five whatever, all of those like one-on-ones might not get communicated clearly. Like it's hard to get everyone on the same page at the same time in real time. So when you have two hosts, and yeah, I'm thinking of the ones that I really liked, and they were all like two main directors, two hosts,
mhm,
two like basically partners, like on top of the whole thing, then it's more seamless because every conversation is the one-on-one conversation, and
mhm,
you're just on the same page like instantly, like as you go.
mhm,
So that's what I noticed. However, um, part of the structure that we have is like, since there's two of us, Sadik has like his collective and his community, and then I have mine, and then we just like bring in people that like we trust, to do creative, or to like do some of the teaching and facilitation. And
oh, the internet's died. That's California for you, everybody. That is LA. She's back.
Yeah.
She's back.
Even with that, like as each of the two directors like brings in people, it's still been pretty seamless.
Mhm.
And so that's one thing that like clicked for me, because it's just like, you know, for us it just ended up like this and ended up
Mm.
working out, but then now I'm seeing the pattern with the other experiences that were pretty seamless.
For sure. Yeah, and I truly believe everything happens for a reason. So we were supposed to go through what both of us have gone through over the past the origin story of 3 years. And then
Hmm.
this, it was supposed to be aligned and timed for 2026. Like 29th of January was always the date that was already written in the journal, that this is the day it's gonna them two are gonna do this thing. And
Hmm.
it's gonna be a historic moment, and the people that are gonna be there are gonna be the most luckiest, blessed, beautiful souls ever, and we're never gonna forget them, and they're never gonna forget us, and we're gonna live happily ever after.
Hooray!
The end. But yeah, no, jokes aside though, I think yeah, it's just been such a exciting journey, like to not just to co-create this with you, but to have someone that actually gets it, like that had such an aligned vision already, that already cared about humanity, that already is a servant leader, that already was doing amazing things. But like I kept saying, she was always under the radar. I was like, Camille, like you have this wisdom and this experience and this talent, and everybody thinks you're 19 because of your Filipino skin.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, and it's like they don't actually know your age. If they did, they'll be like, damn, she's got so much experience and wisdom and like all these life lessons that she's sharing, but we don't take her seriously because everyone just thought you're like a little kid, just like talking and yapping. And I was like, you don't know her. Like, don't
Yeah.
judge. I made a video today, right? Don't judge people based on how you look or how you
Hmm.
dress. You know,
Hmm.
because you don't actually know until they start sharing and talking and, telling you about their life. You will never understand, and you will underestimate people who have such a powerful story, but just have never have had a platform for them to share that story.
Hmm.
And that's
I
also
can't
why
wait to
Mindtopia.
share all the stories. Like I'm gonna be so real and so raw, but there's so much wisdom
Hmm.
there. So yeah.
It's been cool. It's been a fun journey. Been a fun journey. But I think that's pretty much the origin story, right? That's just how it all started, and
Yeah, yeah.
it was good. It's good. And then now we're like, what? The last when we like properly start hustling on this? It was basically
Spring.
it was March. Yeah, it was this year March, right? Because I was in February. No, it wasn't March. It was April. Because in March I was in Dubai, and I was there during Ramadan time. And I remember after I come back, right? Then, or was it before that? Yeah, no, I think it was actually April. I think it was actually April, right?
April. Pretty. Yeah, maybe April, May. Like before my birthday for sure.
Yeah, it was April because in March I was in Dubai, and then I think when I came back, I was like, Camille,
Oh
it's
yeah.
time, it's time, woman.
Yeah, when you came back, you're like, oh my god.
So much has happened all my days, and I was like, it's time. I'm fed up of everything and everyone. I just want to do us. I just want to do something meaningful and something that's like actually gonna be useful for the world. And I was like, let's just it's time. Let's just do it. And then we just cracked on with it, right? We just started smashing out
Yeah. I like what
the
this person said. I am Sam FJ. A fool who knows he is a fool is wiser than a fool who thinks he is wise.
that's that's very I don't even know what to say about that. I don't like it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't make sense, and I don't have the context to to even
I
like
get it.
reply
I
to
get
that.
it. It's like it's basically humility, like humble. It's like
Okay.
always open to learning. So it's like forever student kind of mindset.
Okay. Yeah, of
As
course.
opposed to, oh, I've had X, Y, and Z experiences, so now I know everything, you know?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Hmm.
And which is where most of the leaders in the world end up like today, where they just like get to the top of the ladder and they just think they're better than everybody else. And it's like, who are you? You're
Yeah.
just a puny little human. Get out my way. Don't need you. Who are you? Don't care about you. That kind of vibe.
Right. And I just got this visual when you said ladder. It's like a lot of people just think it's like a linear journey, like just a
Mm,
ladder and then there's a top, but it's actually a whole terrain. So it's like you got a valley with the dips and then you go up this mountain. That's not it. There's the other side of the mountain. You go down, you go up a higher mountain. So it's, yeah, it's not linear at all.
100%. It's messy action. It's
Yep.
and the ladder's at the top. It's like the most dodgiest ladder in the world with the most hardest like steps that you're going to be taking. But that's just like
Mhm.
life. And I always like repeat to everybody what Les Brown always says, where he goes, when you do what's easy in life, then life becomes harder. But if you do what's hard in life now, and every single day you work on those hard things, then your life actually becomes easier. And most people never
Mm.
understand that. They don't. They just think, why me? Why am I going through the hardships? Why am I going through the challenges? Why can't I do this? Why can't I start that? Why can't I leave my job? Why can't I travel the world? Blah blah blah, complaining and moaning. But then you look at the actions of their day to day, and it's like, why are you watching Netflix? Why are you wasting your time on these apps? Why are you scrolling hee hee ha ha all day? You know, you're not actually doing anything to improve your life, so don't expect your life to change. It's gonna stay hard. The easy part never comes around for them. It stays hard for the rest of their life because they are not changing. And only when we change, our life changes. So yeah, I think you know. Oh, he's still there. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
it's gonna keep kicking me out, but it's fine.
why did he do that? It's so weird. Why? How come he
I
keeps
don't
going?
know.
It glitches you
Huh?
out and comes back.
Yeah, it just glitches me out, and then I have good thing I have the link already like ready open. So
Ah, okay,
yeah,
that's weird, but it's
but I
okay.
mean, let me see. Yeah, standard. Yeah, everything's fine. I don't know. Maybe it's just the phone. I'm on an iPhone 12, guys.
Oh damn! Don't worry,
Yeah.
upgrades coming soon.
Yeah. Well, actually, just side note, since is like kind of a meeting, I guess. um, my since I upgraded to the 2 terabyte cloud, my laptop will be fine. But I think my phone, like the hardware, I think I
Mm,
can prioritize getting the new phone I was supposed to get, so that
mm.
lives, every single live, like I always get cut out. So maybe that one I can focus on in the coming weeks. But anyways, um, I wanted to read what they said. What is it? People are too afraid. Oh no, I read. Oh yeah, yeah. To be the fool. We all have to start somewhere and be
Mm,
the fool before the expert. That's why we did like messy action. It's
exactly.
just like start somewhere, knowing. You know what? I think that's when we were coaching. When you were coaching me, however many years ago during the pandemic, during the
Like six
lockdown.
years, yeah, 5 6 years ago.
Yeah, I remember we were jamming and it was like what holds back a lot of people is like because they don't know everything, and then that lack of confidence of not knowing like how to do or how something works or whatever it is that you're like about to get into. That's what like hinders them from just starting. But the difference with what we did here is like we were not experts. Like I can count on what like 10 less than 10 fingers how many retreats I've been to, and I haven't interviewed, or it's like it wasn't like super deep research. It's just like we just wanted to do it. Like the will, it
100%.
was pure
It's the
sheer
will.
willpower, and then like learning as we go. But
Yep.
as we the beauty of messy action and learning as you go is that you take these pieces and you kind of just start designing an experience like intuitively, and then you make it your own. Because if you were to just
Oh, she left us with a sense of urgency. She left us. She dropped out again at a cliffhanger. As soon, and it's like, what? What is it? Tell us.
for like a year straight, then that was 1 year of no creation whatsoever. But then everything that you consume and learn, whoever's blueprint, whoever's program or course that you took, you're literally just going to copy paste theirs. And that's why I like the messy action and just starting and just kind of going in like without having to know everything, because it's so curated. Like the blueprint, our own blueprint is so unique. And that's like one result that I really really loved about it.
Hmm. And it's just like at the end of the day, it's the truth of life. Like when we don't do something, your life does not change. It's literally as simple as that. So you'd rather do something in the most messiest, stupidest, silliest, weirdest way, but at least
Mhm.
something is happening. You know, something is better than nothing. So you just doing the messy action. The reason why I'm so passionate about sharing that across my messages and clients and everybody Because me, my whole journey over the last 10 years of self development, business, life, family, creating everything, now on the founder's journey, like
Mm-hmm.
everything has only happened because I never have anything figured out. I just live my life on messy action, then figuring it out. And then after I figured it out, the final piece is the mastery. It's the part I start mastering these things. And you start then my perfectionist comes into all of that. But the beginning
Mm-hmm.
is like, no, I just want to start. Let's just throw out the retreat idea, brain dump it all out. Then let's
Mm-hmm.
start. It's like creating the Burj Khalifa with clay. You just get the clay first and splodge. You put it onto the table and it's all just there, mess, a big splodge of just clay. And
Yep.
then you're creating the messy action is you getting the clay and molding it and like building it up, high, 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 high. And then it's just like this pointy thing, and you're like, that looks ugly, because you took the messy action, and now it's just like, okay, it's there. I can see it. I did the work, and I can see what's there. There's some pointy thing there, but I don't. It doesn't really look nice.
The seed
Then
got to start somewhere.
exactly. Then all that was the foundation. Then you start doing the mastery. Then you do the detailing. Then you do the things that make it the beautiful Burj Khalifa that it is today. But that's the
Mm-hmm.
same as our life. Every day we're just curating and manifesting what's in our head into the reality. So for us, and the retreat was the same thing. Nobody knew
Yeah.
it would be a beautiful desert with sandy buildings, like replicating the sand in the nature of the desert, and then the energy there, and then the curations that they've themselves have done, because they know that that's their mastery. Like Sharjah
Mm-hmm.
Collection mastery is creating retreat venues for people who are nomads and people who want to disappear from the world and come together in an actual space where they can collectively be with good souls to heal, to nurture themselves, for self improvement, to let things go, to leave it all behind in the desert and start a fresh new life in 2026. And that's the energy that they're going to be feeling. And it's going to be bloody mind boggling. I'm just
Yeah.
excited. Like, I can't wait. Mm-hmm.
January, you're of course like it's like a collective experience, right? So all our minds inevitably are going to be thinking like, all right, what's this new version, new year, new me? Like, what are the things that encapsulate like what I'm going to step into?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this perfect timing, like this gathering, this retreat at the end of January. So they've had time to like initiate and activate that visioning. And then end of January, you have a physical, visceral experience to like actually like integrate it. And it feels, it's like so different. It's a new experience, it's a new place. Like the environment is also like cultivating and nurturing those things that you were like thinking about. And that's like the main like bridge for it to stick. So it's like, okay, I have these ideas of how I'm gonna change my life, and then I have a life changing experience, and then you walk out like, oh, I feel different. So my life is changing.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to, just going about the however life already was, and it keeps going like that, and they just stay thoughts. And that's when we get to springtime where it's like, when is this going to happen? How is this going to
Mm.
happen? Like there was no physical experience to really like shift.
And that's purely because of one thing: accountability, lack of accountability. Everybody has the dream, everybody knows their goal or writes down their goal, but then because someone hasn't kicked their ass, someone hasn't pushed them, someone hasn't challenged them, nothing changes. Because we are our
Mhm.
biggest enemy. And our ego is also the biggest enemy, as the book says, right? We are us as humans, and the ego inside of us always is the person that stops us from getting where we want. Hence why people like me exist. It's not because I just one day woke up and just thought, "Oh, I'm going to be a coach." I love coaching. I didn't even know what the hell it meant. I didn't even know what a coach was. I just thought the coaches were like, the football coaches, the basketball coaches. I thought those were only coaches.
Oh,
I didn't know there's like a performance coach, a mindset coach, a confidence coach, a life coach, and all these things. And
yeah.
and there's
There's
actually
manifestation coach.
exactly. There's all sorts of like different types of coaches these days, and good for them. My
Yes.
only thing about the whole coaching industry was purely the fact that yes, you can create. an industry from your niche and what you want to coach people on, but have you lived it? Do you live it? Are you actually
Mhm.
a walking, talking result of what you're trying to help people with? Because if you're not, then you're just regurgitating self-development books. People
Yep.
don't need you. Then you just go get the book, and then
Right.
they can just push themselves, or they can get a motivational video to push them, or they can have ChatGPT now to be
Yeah.
their coach, free.
And
Don't have to pay.
I can attest, I can really really attest to that, cuz the people that haven't like seen me in like years, um or even like whether it's like, obviously if it's been like years, they see how differently I carry myself and it's noticeable, and like I'll actually get like commentary on it, even though by the time they see me like later in life, it's already my way of being.
Mm,
But because this journey never stops, we're always the fool, we're always the student, like there's always some new activation and new integration. Like for me, my biggest fear is stagnancy. So
yeah,
that's why
exactly.
I'm just like,
Me too.
I gotta keep it. There's always something different about me, like every season.
Yep. It has to be though.
um,
Change and evolution
yeah,
is part of life. You can't. The
yeah.
people that stay the same, their life never changes. You know, the NPCs as we talk about, right?
Yeah.
Every day, you just wake up, go to work, come back home, wake up, go to work, come back home, eat, shower, wake up, go to work, come back home, eat, shower, wake up, go to work,
Repeat.
come back home. It's just like the life is on a repeat. It's just automatic life. Nothing changes.
Yeah, it's like instead of going like this, I'd rather go like this.
Exactly. That's why they call it the rat race, by the way, because the rat just goes around in the little tube, right? Just go.
Oh
That's what life is
yeah.
called. A lot. Like that's why they say people in the 9 to 5 corporate world, they're living a lot rat race because, you know how
Mm-hmm.
when you put a mouse or you put a rat inside one of the cages and you put the little swirly what's it called, a cylinder inside, the rat just keeps running, run, just keeps going around, around. Nothing changes. It doesn't even jump out. It just stays there and he's stuck. It's like
Yep.
it's too scared to even come out. And it's the
And
same
when
with
it runs out of
dreamers.
energy, it just stops, and you know how the wheel keeps going and it's
Yeah,
just like
yeah, and you
there.
still don't get off, and it's just like,
But
uh,
even in
uh,
rest
uh,
mode, it's still in the wheel. So it's like,
yeah,
is it
it is
truly your
dead at that
own?
point. At that point, it's dead.
Yeah.
Depression, anxiety, running their whole life the marathon, and no changes, nothing happens, and then they die with all
Mm-hmm.
that talent and all that potential, and then they're no longer here. And that's why they say the richest place in the world is where? The cemetery. Because every single person that could
Why?
have been the next billionaire, that could have been the next multimillionaire, that could have been the next Amazon, the next Instagram, the next like biggest company in the world, they died with
Yeah.
their dream and their potential because they could have created that. It's like me always talking about our community, always talking about Mindtopia, but never actually manifested Mindtopia to reality this year or no, last year.
That was so, and that was like even so cool. That was
Yeah.
such a an
That was one of my
experience.
proudest moments for sure because for the longest time ever since coaching days 5 years ago, how I always talked about I want to do something, like I want to create a business, not just in coaching, but I want to have a community. I want to do something with people. I want to like bring the collective back together. Like it's so lonely on this journey being a founder and creative, and just like when you're just ambitious, other people don't get you, especially when you're on top
Mhm.
of that you're neurodivergent as well, and it's like, okay, they actually don't get
Super.
me. They're like super,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. We're super duper weird and strange, and we're so ambitious and passionate at the same time, and we have all this energy. And people are like, calm down. Why do you have so much energy? It's like, you calm up. You need to calm up, not calm down. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't telling me to calm down. You're the one who should be calming up because you're not on the level that we are on life. The amount of times I had to tell people, like, when people ask me, like in the gym, for example, or just my energy when they meet me, like, how comes you got so much energy, man? How comes you got so much juice and energy? Like every time I'm around you, this positive field.
Lifestyle.
Lifestyle, but I'm just like, I'm high on life. They're like, what do you take? Like, you need to tell us what the secret, what do you take? I said, nothing. I take purpose. Every morning, purpose comes out. Like instead of
It's the
burping, I'm
purpose
like,
pill.
there's no pill. My pill is swallowing the air in the morning and being like, who am I? Who do I get to bless today? That's
Yeah.
purpose. I was talking to when I was talking to Asal the other day, actually,
Mm.
because she wanted to know a little bit my story and journey, and I just mentioned that. Because she said, "What keeps you going? What is your purpose?" And I said,
Yeah.
honestly, like I've always wanted to just have a group of people that get me, and that we all do something together rather than doing everything by ourselves. And I said, it's just difficult to do that because not everybody trusts you, not everybody gets you, not everybody has the same intentions as you. But I just said,
Mhm.
like, I wake up every day because of the self-awareness that I have, that I worked on for the last 10 years, because of the self-healing, the self-transformation, the coaching, the mentoring, the self-development, all of the work that I've done on myself for over a decade now, that
Yeah.
has allowed me to wake up and think with the mentality now that I don't need people, they need me. That's why I ask myself in the morning, who do I get to bless today? Because
Mhm.
I know me better than anybody else. So I know that I'm out here to bless people. People who come to the retreat, people in Mindtopia, people in Found Gathering, people in both of our lives, they're being blessed by us and our energy because we invest so much in ourselves and we are not stingy, as I keep saying in the last couple of weeks, right? Because we're so selfless and we invest so much in ourselves, people are looking at a manifestation of our investment now, everything we've done.
Mhm.
The retreat, this is why I'm so excited as well, by the way.
Right. We're literally like walking testaments. However, despite all the things that we are walking testaments of, we always continue to learn and grow. Like it's not like, oh, I'm a guru and this and that.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we
Yeah.
we have to have that student mentality. But
And you know what? You just helped me realize why, as business partners, we're so balanced. Well, first of all, on the mind, the brain part of it is that we're both on the neurodivergent spectrum, but opposite sides, and so
mm,
we get to fill in like that bridge and that gap. So that's really nice, like a nice synchronicity. But also, when you were talking about like, who do I get to bless today, and that people like, oh, there's a whenever you meet a new face, they're always gonna say the phrase "your energy." Like someone's always
mm,
gonna say something about it, right?
yep.
And it's just like you bless them with in like a high, or I don't know, like your energy just resonates and attracts and serves in like a very high energy and light type of way. Like I'm seeing like shiny and like exciting and like yellow gold, like that kind of like energy. The way my energy serves is balance, again, is like in the shadows, like
Mm,
where there's stillness, where there's darkness, where there's discomfort, where there's it's like I say the quiet parts out loud when I like connect with people
mm,
in conversation and in real life, but then I also like in a way I like to call myself like a smoky mirror, because
yeah.
like when someone is in proximity to me for an extended amount of time, like their shadows start to come to light, and then because of the space that I cultivate, where shadows and the darkness, it's not like the darkness like evil, but like just our shadow, like just
Mm,
like the quiet and still and unseen like parts. It's like I cultivate a space where that's it doesn't have to be a scary place, it
mm,
doesn't have to be there is discomfort in just like breaking that like mindset, like having that mind shift.
mhm. Definitely. Love that. It's all harmony, as I like to call it. It's all harmonizing together, harmonizing synchronistic energy. That's what it is, basically in a nutshell. And I think it's powerful because it's very difficult, as I keep saying, to find those people in the world. Mhm. Definitely, yeah. Hmm. It has to be. I think it has to be complementary. Like because
Yeah.
otherwise there is no balance. There is no harmony. It's like messy energy, disalignment. You feel very, you feel weird. You just feel something is off. And intuitively, the energy doesn't match, or you have doubts. And in my faith, I truly believe that, in this lifetime, when we feel any tiniest level of doubt in another human being, in an opportunity, in anything that we choose to make a big life decision, when you feel any tiny ounce of doubt, then you already know that it's not going to be good for the future. You know this won't be a long term good thing, because you have to clear all doubt and have a level of consciousness that kicks you into a zone of your genius that makes you realize that this is not good for me for the long term. This might be a tiny one time only exchange, but is this good for me for the long term? And so people don't think like that.
Hmm.
A lot of people in the world don't have big
Yeah.
vision. They don't think big. They're always thinking of the short term gains, the temporary
Like
dopamine hit.
limited. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think one indicator for me is like, that off feeling, like, is this like off or whatever, especially if someone's so just different. So if I'm like, okay, something just feels off, or if I go into it with curiosity, like, wow, they're so different.
Mm,
Like they've got to know things that I just like, they must have wisdom and intelligence and information that never clicked for me because like I'm so different. Like
mm,
I don't have there's parts of their ways of thinking that are so different. So that I'll go into it with curiosity.
mhm.
And so that's my indicator. It's like like cuz
Yeah, most of the time it's a waste of time, and I just want to get fed up with that.
from the beginning or like early after I see like true lessons come whatever. And that's where like I'm so curious because they're like we are so different and I'm so curious like how do you perceive the lived experience and it must be so different. And I know that curiosity is key because it's just like so much to understand. I have so much to learn. So I know that, that's like a longer train ride, right?
I
Oh,
think
I'm
we I think
like,
we got what you said. I think we heard the piece about the
yeah.
train ride, but it was so like blah, 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 blah. It was just like it was so
Oh,
laggy
I
that
see.
I think everybody who watches this will understand what
Yeah,
you're
I
trying to
see
say.
on the laptop it went.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm watching it on both as well. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. If you're down, so you know how in one of the communities I like did like a weekly like event
Mm,
series and I literally did like piece by piece like mind, body, soul,
mm,
purpose, activation, no, initiation, activation, integration. But that was like a lot of
mm.
time. So for this one we can like just like run through the
Yeah,
itinerary so people even know like
yeah, yeah, for
how many
sure.
days and
I think yeah,
when and whatever.
exactly.
And then next week we could put mind, body, soul, purpose, the four themes like together in one
Hmm.
live. And then after that we could do initiation, activation together in one
Hmm.
live. And then the following, like I'm sure people will have more
Of
questions and
course,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Today we
Yeah.
just because today we yeah, since it's just the intro and the origin story and why we're doing this, I think it's good. Let's just go do like a walkthrough and a quick rundown of just the itinerary, And then
Mhm.
next week's one we can do like actual, okay, let's just talk retreat now. Mind, body, soul,
Mhm.
purpose. Go through the whole itinerary
Deeper into the
deeper
themes.
into the
Yeah.
themes, yeah. And then then that way we can also promote it more and get more of our community people to come and join us as well. Maybe we'll try a different
Mhm.
time, maybe we'll do a bit later so other people can join, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. So yeah, it's all yours. The ball is in your court. Feel free to share the beautiful itinerary. I can only give you credit for it because the truth is that Camille's the one who created the websites, the itinerary. She's the zone of genius when it comes to not just aesthetics, but the actual, I'm gonna say, the experience, the feeling, and basically the takeaways that people are going to have in almost like they look at the itinerary and if they actually consciously look through it, they almost already feel like, damn, that's going to be powerful. Like, this is in the morning, this is in the afternoon, this is every evening. And that's mind. Then you have the body day, then you have the
Yeah.
soul day, then you have the purpose day, and then you have other times in between where you get to do whatever you want to do because there's so much to explore just in the retreat venue, and to make friends and to connect and to do your own little one-on-one meetings and stuff, so there's so much opportunity for everybody to have the best time and to make those real life connections, because I know for sure, guaranteed, that the people who do attend and the people that do come, their 2026 is going to be the best year of their life. Well, how do I know that? Well, because I know that the people they meet from the retreat are going to stay their lifelong friends, and they're going to be most likely collaborating with them during the whole year. So they're going to have win-win situations
Mhm.
happening, because that's the whole point of the retreat and of our community, to help people come together, create win-win partnerships and collaborations. It's not about only taking, it's about giving more than you take. And that's why I know that everyone's life's going to change. Plus, bonus, they're getting both of us to have accountability with them for the whole year.
Mhm.
So it's like they're in the group, they have access to us, they have questions anytime they stuck, they're feeling something, they want to talk about something, they want to share something, they're struggling with something, they have access to us. And so that's a
Yeah.
bonus itself, because people pay us thousands of dollars to work with us one on one. This is like,
Yeah.
you come one time, you pay, and you come to the retreat and you have access to us for
Mhm.
the whole year, which many people in the
Yeah.
world would never have.
And there's something a little bit more like effective, especially once we've already connected with them in person and we're present and witnessed, if not helped steward that transformational experience. But it's funny because the itinerary is so powerful that it's going to backfire. It's also going to be transformational for us too,
Yeah,
with all of you.
for sure. We're actually there healing and learning and growing too. We might be the
Yeah.
coaches and the facilitators and the teachers and the mentors to people there, but we are actually, this is our also first one of many to come. So we're going to be learning. There's going to be teething issues, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be things that we're going to be like last minute figuring out, and
Hmm.
that's okay. Messy action. We are in life together to figure stuff out, rather than pointing fingers at everybody else. Always remember, three fingers are pointing back at you.
Hmm.
So when people are trying to do something good for the world, encourage them, support them, give them that love, give them that support. Don't discourage them. Don't say, "Oh, look at them. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're so unprofessional. Oh, they're like this." We are never in control of things that we cannot control. That's
Yeah.
life. We are always going to stay in control of what we can, right? So we've done the itinerary, we've got the rooms, we've got the partnership, we've got the energy, we've got everything. But on that week, it's not up to us. Whatever is
Hmm.
going to happen and whatever manifests shall happen, and we are going to
Yep.
we are going to still show up powerfully. We are still going to apologize. We're still going to keep going. We're still going to figure it out. And that's what, as leaders, we should do. Always look for the solutions rather than moan and cry about problems.
And that's one skill that comes from not being afraid of messy
Yeah.
action, is that like we're so good at like improving and pivoting that we're not scared to like shift anything like last minute. Like it's there's this confidence with like nothing is not figure outable. And so yeah, like we literally do continue to do and will always do the best we can. That's in our control, and the rest is just surrendered to trust and faith. And yeah.
And I just know it's gonna work out. It's all gonna be beautiful. It's all gonna work out. with the messy action, with the challenges and obstacles and last minute things that might go wrong. Who knows? We don't know. We can assume worst case scenarios, but
Mhm.
we should stay more optimistic. We should stay always
I am
positive,
very
right?
optimistic because I wouldn't see them as like negative, but rather
No,
like redirection. Because
exactly.
even in these months leading up to, the retreat experience itself in real life, like there was a lot of redirection, but it was such like valuable redirection, and we learned so much. So
Mm.
I love it.
Exactly. And also, last thing, on the uncertainty. Like, there's so much uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen, right? There are so many people, for example, in your community and mine right now that are so excited and that want to come,
Hmm.
but they're not on the live right now. They might watch it later on. They might not. But we know that there are people who really want to come, and we did our part in what we're in control of to
Hmm.
make it as affordable to everybody as we can through your buy now pay later plan, through the payment plans. If they wanted to pay all up front, then they can. If they can't, then hey, we've got all of these things. We found solutions to what we knew. If we really wanted to go to something like that, what would we want those leaders to do for us, to
Yeah.
help us come there? Instead of just saying, hey, this is the retreat pay. If you don't have money, you're broke, or you can't come. But no,
Yeah,
we
and
never said that.
literally every single person that like has that we're communicating with, that has reached out to us, and we're like that has connected with us directly, like people in my DMs and chats, people in your DMs and chats, or that you've hopped on call with, like we've given them, even it's already ridiculous like how
Mm-hmm.
good the best we could do with the offerings, but like we're hooking people up. All they have to do is talk to us.
Exactly. And this is the thing, like this is also the reason why we're doing the lives, because we want people to talk to us. We want people to communicate in the chat. Come and DM us, come and message us. You got our email address is there. The website is pinned over here. So you go, you click there. There's always going to be a contact us page. Most of you already know, if you're not following one of us on Instagram or LinkedIn or anywhere, whichever platform you use, we exist everywhere. So
Hmm.
that's where you have to use your own common sense to go and find us, message us, email us, and show us that you want to come, because we did
Ask
hook
and you
up.
shall receive.
Exactly, because we did hook up the people that have already booked and signed and are coming. We gave
Mhm.
them their own VIP link, and we said, hey, we actually added an extra bonus for you because we really
Yeah,
want to
that's what
help
we're
you come.
doing. All you guys have to do, if there is anything that is like mm, living as a limit or a block in your mind, and if you whatever will help you get like off the fence, like just talk to us, just DM us.
Yep, yep, yep. And on that note, I think we should walk through the itinerary,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Cool.
and then yeah, and then we can
Yeah.
just leave it as that, and then hope that everybody comes back next week.
Hmm. Or we get new faces, which is
Yeah, we
gonna
get new
be,
faces. We have more
yeah, which
time to
is,
share the live with everybody now. That I think last
yeah.
minute we didn't really share it too much this week because we're sharing too much. We have like the retreat that we're sharing. You have other stuff you're sharing. I have other stuff we're sharing. We still also have businesses to run, right? So it's like we're running our business on the side,
We still gotta
and
eat, man.
yeah, so it's like, but this is the best part about authentically sharing with people the journey and going live and just telling them, hey, look, we have challenges and struggles too. We still have a business to run. We are also trying to make this affordable to everybody to come and experience.
Hmm.
Because, as we keep saying, the first one is gonna be the most like fulfilling and the most meaningful one to us, but also the one with the biggest benefits long term for everybody that does come.
Hmm.
So that's in itself just a bonus. So yeah, are you still
So
there?
many,
Okay, you're
yeah,
still
I'm
there.
still here. So one thing that happens is when I'm on my Wi-Fi, that's when it was cutting me out earlier. But
Okay.
then when I go to data,
Yeah.
that's when I get glitchy. So I went back to Wi-Fi, but it hasn't cut me out in a while. If it does, whatever, I'll just come back.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
the incense smells so good. Anyways, okay, so
Let's do
basically
it.
this is a retreat. It's called Mind Retreat, Found Gathering. It's, I mean, we're saying Dubai a lot in the marketing, but it's like really outside of Dubai. You know how every metro area, metro city has like this awesome, beautiful, quieter like area right outside of it. So
Mhm.
it's actually in Sharjah. So it's going to be from January 29th to February 23. which is essentially the check-in and check-out days. The actual
February 3, you
core
mean, not 23.
oh, February 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you said
January
23.
29 to
That's
February 3. So
like
it's
a
like
whole month, man.
no, I
We
mean,
ain't
I don't
taking you
even
to the
know.
desert for
Does
a
that
whole month.
exist? Is there a month long retreat? That's like a lot. Um, and so it's like a little less than a week. January 29 to February 3, that's about 6 days. But the core days of the active retreat days is 4.
Hmm.
So it's day 0, everyone's checking in, whatever. But for the early birds, for those that check in and make it on day 0, either you check in, you relax. But if you come early enough, then you'll be able to make it to kind of like the kickoff ceremony. So on the evening of day 0, which is January 29th, and that is a Thursday. It's day 0. That's the first night. All we're doing is a opening ceremony, like welcome dinner. And for everyone that gets a pass, well, for every pass except for the nomad ones, they come for the day 4. So for everyone that's doing lodging, um, this is at no extra cost. Like, we are gonna celebrate together, like the beginning of this like transformation. So there's one thing to celebrate your wins, but there's also, I think this is a really beautiful practice, and I'm just realizing now, it's like it's very manifestive. It's like we're already pre-celebrating. So it's like it's done, it's claimed,
Like
you
we're
know?
celebrating just them coming, saying yes, and
Showing
booking the
up,
ticket and
because
showing
showing up
up.
is a whole journey for some
Yeah.
people too. It was for me.
Yeah, just coming, showing up for yourself. Like you've
Yeah.
invested in yourself, and we're grateful for that. And that's why we are giving you that dinner on the house because thank you for coming. We want to feed you
Yeah.
and we want to make sure your soul and your mind and your body
Exactly.
is
And
all
there's
fulfilled.
not there's not a single soul that's going to be there that we haven't like actually like directly connected with. Like, this
Yep.
isn't a
Yeah.
parasocial, like
This isn't a conference.
faceless.
You don't just get a link and you can just buy the tickets because we will call
Right.
you, we will
Yeah.
message you, we will figure
Imagine
out who you are.
basically like imagine, the experience of getting a Coachella ticket. Like, imagine the actual Coachella CEO welcoming you upon arrival and calling you by name. That's what we're doing.
Hmm. VIPs.
Yeah, so that's all that's happening on day 0. So it's not, it's just an arrival day, not a full um like retreat day. But if you
Hmm.
make it early enough, then you get to come to the dinner, and the food is amazing and beautiful and
Oh man.
unique and authentic. You had a taste of it.
The food. Oh, that's why I said, oh man. The
Yeah.
food, whether you're vegan, whether you're meat eater, whether you're
Halal.
vegetarian, whether you need halal food, everything is on the menu for anybody that comes. And I made sure of that. I made sure
Yeah.
that doesn't matter what your allergies are, like everything's taken care of. From day one, you will get a whole test taken for your allergies, for what you prefer,
Yeah.
your preference, everything. You will be looked after as a human being there. So
Right. So on, well, day 0. But yeah, on arrival day, that's all that's happening. Just the opening ceremony, welcome dinner. But it's going to be so epic because when everyone walks out of the dinner, you're all going to get a special little surprise from us.
yay.
A little gift, a little something. And everyone's going to grab that coming out of the opening ceremony. Obviously, we're going to do our little gratitude and welcome everyone and all the supporters as well that are not there, sponsors, etc. We got to give a big shout out to the venue, Artita
For
Lucille.
sure.
um, but what one last thing about day 0 is that, obviously we are going to be there. The hosts and our lovely co-facilitators will also be there, a little bit earlier, just to prepare for everyone's arrival, make sure we can welcome you. But that day, that's the best day because we don't have like the workshops, the immersive experiences, or any of the talks, just the dinner. So because we're there early, that's the best day to like actually, for us to connect with you,
Hmm.
have more time and like, welcome you, and just more time for that like connection with us. And we want to, like, all the people that you've invited, like, I want to meet them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Unless
because for
unless they're all
the for
jet
the rest
lagged
of
and they want to sleep, then we also respect that too. Like
that's
we
fine
want you guys to have
too.
dinner and go to bed. Like wake up late the next morning before we start so you can have enough
Yeah.
time to rejuvenate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely take that rest. That's priority. I mean, don't you're gonna see our faces all week,
Yeah.
so that's fine. But for the ones that have a closer time zone, or are just like local, and they're just like awake and they're not jet lagged, like that's when we'll have the most time for just like open and like deeper connection. Because for the rest of the week, we gonna be running around.
Yep. Gonna be a
um
busy week.
yeah, so that's arrival day, day 0, January 29th, Thursday. Now, the next following days is day 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the core retreat days. Day 1 is going to be all things mind. Day 2 is body. Day 3 is soul, and day 4 is purpose. So, you've tuned in, and learned and unlocked or shifted a lot of these things about yourself on the inside, mind, body, soul. Now, now you have space to start expanding and think about purpose. What is your earth mission? What is your soul purpose? What is the best way that you feel not only mastered or confident, but like actually excited and gives you joy to serve? What is your style? What is your flavor of adding value and raising the frequency of humanity? Right. But how can we make sure that that also is exactly what feeds you? So it's like that regenerative, relationship with it. It's not just going to be 9 to 5 pays the bills and then 5 to 10 builds the dream forever. Where basically the purpose day, what's really cool about it is how do we make that like 5 to 10, like everything. There is no 9 to 5. Like that 5 to 10 is also going to feed you, sustain you, but also help you feel good about serving others.
Mm-hmm.
So mind, body, soul, purpose. Day 1, 2, 3, 4. Every single one of those days, we're gonna have a morning talk, kind of like, what is it, TEDx style, like a
Mm-hmm.
talk, an afternoon talk, and an evening panel. So, for example, on day 1, it's a mind morning talk, a mind afternoon talk, and then a mind panel. So the talks are more, just like literally like talks, like let's drop some wisdom or just share our story or just plant some seeds, so you can walk away with some like really good inquisitive questions. Um, what's fun about the sunset like evening panel, it's more casual. It's like podcast style, panel style, but like very open.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really cool is we're inviting a lot of you to like speak in the panel. Like it's a shared panel. So
Yep.
it's like, yeah, we can go forever, but you've heard your by the evening, you've heard our voices all day. Now we want to hear your voice. And also, you've had all these journaling, movement, whatever you worked through during the retreat day. And now you can tell us like what are all the things that clicked for you? What are the
Mm.
downloads? What are the
Reflections.
reflections? Yeah. So for example, like on Mind Day, we have those mind morning, afternoon talks, and then we have the mind panel. Now what's your mind like reflection? What did you learn about yourself? And what's that paradigm shift that like you feel like happening and taking place? So those are the daily talks for each daily theme. And then the more immersive, so there's our, yeah, it's basically conversation, because that's how we connect, that's how we express, it's how also we process like out loud too.
Mm-hmm.
um and for the immersive activities for each day, we have in the morning initiation, afternoon activation, and evening integration. The integration part of any like growth and development journey is always what gets missed. That's why we always feel like we have to start over. Why isn't it sticking? Like, I learned so much, I read so much, I got coached so much, but that integration, and we'll teach like what really about is, but it's basically making it stick once and for all.
Mm.
And so you see, like, there's like a talk, and then like you get to process at night. And then you have these active things in the day, initiation, activation, and then like you get to integrate it. We're making sure that those new neural networks are weaving permanently with
Mm-hmm.
steel, not with tape.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, like just example like on
Then
day
they can
9.
go
So
have marshmallows and stargaze.
exactly. Yeah, so
That's
those
all.
those core things are happening every day for every theme. So mind talks, mind panel, mind initiation, activation, integration. Same thing for day 2, 3, 4. What is it? Body. So body talks, body panel, body initiation, activation, integration, so on and so forth with soul and purpose. But we have some fun little things like in between because depending on jet lag, depending on whatever, like you're not obligated to go to every single thing. I filled in every single hour just to
Yep.
make sure that there's always something going on. There's always an option to choose from. But enjoy the
It's flexible as
itinerary
well. Yeah.
intuitively and what you feel called to. Some people have like different routines and different rituals for themselves throughout the day. So I'm just giving you a lot to choose from, but it's
Mhm.
not, don't get burnout. Don't burn yourself out,
Exactly.
obviously.
That's not the whole point of the whole point is to recover from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
burnout and
But I
recover
mean,
from.
a lot of them are not like they're not very like taxing. It's
Yeah,
actually like it feeds us
for
the
sure.
things that we're doing. Yeah, so those are like the main like core like things for those 4 days and for those what like 7 parts of the day. But in between all 4 days we so I'm calling it Silk Road Market, but Sadik is just like, okay, it's just a market.
No, not me. I like Silk Road Market. I know
Well,
the
yeah, the people
NPCs and
that
the normal people of the world are like, "What's Silk Road Market? I
I
don't
know, I'm
understand that."
very so with the marketing stuff, like I'm very like poetic.
Yeah, a bit
And
too
Sadik is like,
poetic to
we
the
need to
point
put
people
this.
don't understand her brain, and I'm like, Camille,
Yeah.
you're very poetic and aesthetic and amazing at how to like name something, and people are like just call it bronze partnership, just call it normal stuff. Why is it so complicated? I don't understand this sponsor pass. I don't understand why is this called
After
the Silk Road
after
Market.
everyone walks away from day 4 purpose, it will click to them why I'm so poetic and intentional. But for
Definitely,
now, it's okay. It's just
it's
a
okay.
market.
Exactly.
Every festival they have the market section or whatever expo, like all these like big like conventions, whatever, they have like a little like, or
Vendors.
even sometimes hotels, like the hotel will have a boutique. So anything
Mm.
that's a super immersive experience and you're spending a lot of time there, it's always nice to have like a market. So we'll have that like just in during your downtime. You can even like connect with the vendors because these are like also emerging founders. These are also small business owners. Like they have had or are having a similar experience, like to get to like mind body soul purpose. Now they found the thing that feeds them, but they enjoy and how they share their craft with the world, but in an intentional soulful way. So yeah, all 4 days, day 1, 2, 3, 4, Silk Road Market or vendors, like connect with them. Don't only like, you know, be shy if you're not going to shop, but like also like connect with them.
Mhm.
Um because like when are you going to find something so unique that you've never seen and get the origin story from the very maker of those things. So I think that's cool. I want to meet I'm going to meet all of the every single one.
Yeah,
um
for sure.
and yeah, I think those are like kind of like the active moments in the day. But some of the downtime things like breakfast for everyone that gets a pass with lodging, which 99.9% of the passes already include lodging.
Mm.
um the breakfast is already included. Daily breakfast every day. It's 5 nights, so that's 5 breakfasts. Um, Lunch and dinner is on you guys. There's a couple of restaurants on site. Enjoy as you please, when you please during downtime. I know some people that are like super soulful and really integrated with like their way of being as far as like nutrition and all of this. You know, you can I know some people might be like fasting or intermittent fasting, preparing for like body day or something
Mhm.
like that. So
Yeah.
it's not like a formal event or a formal part of the itinerary when you have your lunch and dinner, just whenever you want to. You know,
Yeah.
if you feel like you're walking away from one of the immersive workshops or experiences and you just want to process, some people process with meals, you know,
Mm.
so you could, skip one of the talks and just like really have a nice meal or just snack if you're going to try to make it to everything. And then just like a little bonus because why not? Every single night we are going to have like stargazing. Like it's just there. Enjoy because this freaking Sharjah desert, like night sky, one of the clearest,
Mhm.
like, minus like noise pollution. It's gonna be so clear. So like with the stargazing, I definitely recommend checking it out. And it's there every night, but even from one day to the next, like the moon looks different, the sky
Mhm.
looks a little different, something like slightly
It's like
shifted.
the
So
northern lights without the lights.
yeah, and
It's just the
I think
stars.
it's so nice that we have it at the end of every day, like every
Mhm.
evening, because the rest of the day is very active. It's not
Mm.
taxing or demanding, but you are going to, like
Mhm.
use your brain, use your mind, use like maybe have some movement,
Mm.
or breathing or whatever. This one, strictly, it's like more of a gratitude energy, more of a
Exactly.
present, like be present. Okay, come back to your body out of all of these awesome, crazy concepts that we just like learned together.
Yeah.
Just appreciate the beauty, admire the beauty, and it's
Be
it's
your
like a
authentic
I'm
self.
here. Yeah, it's like a I'm really here. Wow, this is so beautiful type moment. And there's nothing is demanded of your being except
No.
to just look at the stars. So I think that that was a cool. I'm so glad we added that. Like it's so funny. I'm like,
100%.
wait, duh, we of
Yeah,
course we
duh, of
should.
course they're gonna get that. And don't even forget, like I have to mention the food part because don't even forget, like they're gonna be doing that over the marshmallows too, man. I have to keep reminding you that we're gonna have marshmallows for them to be because there's fireplaces and beautiful energy
Oh, the
around that space. So
bonfire.
they're gonna be
Yeah.
like sizzling their little marshmallows and
Oh, I
having
forgot that they do that because obviously, like, it's
yeah.
so dark. You're not just gonna walk up to this dark machine and everyone's
No,
standing in the dark.
no,
They're
no,
gonna have
no,
the
no, no.
bonfires.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's so
as
cute.
one person at a time goes to go look for the telescope, even though you can
Yeah,
look up anyways and see the beautiful sky and the stars, there's so many stars when you just look up because you're in the desert and everything is sand color, and then you look up and it's just black, and then you just see
yeah.
sprinkles of like shiny stars, and it's so beautiful. So yes, they have telescopes there for everybody to like fully zoom in and see like the beauty of of the world, but whilst people are looking at the telescopes, everybody else is around the bonfire making s'mores. We're going to be having s'mores, you know? So it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's the time they're going to be reflecting. That's the time they're going to be bonding. That's the time you're going to be able to, have those conversations, go deeper with each other, share your lessons, share your stories, share your experiences. This is literally the time when everybody gets to create collaborations together in those moments because
And
you
those bonfire evenings to like wrap up the day and close off the night and send us off into rest every evening. Those are the moments where you're gonna meet like your lifelong friends.
for sure. For sure, that's what I mean. That's what's gonna happen in the evenings. The magic's gonna happen in
Yeah.
the evenings before
Hmm.
sleep. So yeah, exciting,
So
man. So
I
fun. So
know.
just
So
talking
that's
about it
like,
every time gets my hairs like on my skin just goes up every time just talking about it because I'm just
yeah, I
like,
know
oh my gosh, this is real.
it's starting to like sink in more as
Yeah,
we get
yeah.
closer. It's really cool.
For sure, it's gonna get more and more nerve wracking the closer we get because it's like, oh crap, we're getting closer and closer. But it's like exciting.
Yeah.
It's like exciting nerves.
Mm-hmm. And then like each like space or area of the retreat grounds that we use each day is also going to be different. So like on Mind Day, obviously this is like abstract stuff. It's like invisible stuff. So we're going to be in this like beautiful, like I don't even know what you call it. It's just like such desert vibes, like Emirati like building.
Mm-hmm.
But it's essentially the media studio building. So we'll go in there for all three parts of the day: initiation, activation, and mind integration. Will enjoy that beautiful building, just so that
That's
it's
so
not
nice.
overstimulating, because like we're trying to like tune in and understand our mind. um and then for day two for body, the amphitheater.
Yep. The best
So
part.
we'll I mean we'll be doing some movement, and do what you can if you feel safe, like seeing how far that you can go, and then see how far you can go, and then don't push it beyond
Mm-hmm.
that. But also, you don't have
Beginner
to.
friendly.
Yeah, if you can't, like, if you actually like can't move for some reason, like let's say you just had a heavy meal, like obviously you don't want to be doing too much movement. Everyone, you can sit in and just like observe and learn. Like some
Mm,
people will just like, because
definitely,
even
yeah.
if we are doing some of this like movement together, to just it's very somatic. Like it
Yeah.
can be healing, it can also be energizing, it can also be a process and way to process and release too. So it's still going to serve you regardless, but static's also going to be teaching. So even if you're not fully moving or moving at all with us, like, it's there's still a lot of value from just
Hmm.
listening and learning. You might as you listen to Sadic's teachings, you might even like get some questions to ask yourself and walk away with that. And even that's enough too.
Yeah, definitely.
Day
And it,
3 soul. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and that on those teachings, let's just say like they are resting, or they are just like being part of it from the outlook, and they're not taking part, and they're still listening and learning from the teachings.
Mhm.
That's also going to be most likely bouncing off me and Emily, because there's going to be certain things that I share that Emily can relate to, and Emily is going to share parts of her journey and her story from movement
Yeah.
and from everything that people can relate to too.
And this is another thing that makes it so like balanced and complete is that, we have for especially for body day, it's going to be Sadik and Emily. Like that's their like main thing. Me and Flame will like add our
Yeah.
little things maybe in the panel. Um but for you have Sadik and you have Emily. Emily is like super into the Ayurvedic world and the yoga world. Like that's her mastery. And then Sadik is just a ninja warrior. Like he's just ridiculous.
uh,
What is it
all
called?
sorts of names I got called.
Kinesthetics, animal flow, like
Calisthenics, animal flow, body
calisthenics. There you
weight.
go.
It's gonna be a mixture of everything, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be very beginner friendly. Like I ain't gonna be doing my crazy stuff with them. We're right
Yeah, I know,
now.
but I think for fun they still want
For
to see you
yeah,
do
for
something
fun, well,
crazy.
obviously for the content and for the fun, yes, I'm gonna be like, watch this, and I want to drop down and be doing my
Yeah.
triple clap push-ups and my Superman jumps and my 360 things, just to show people how crazy and passionate and
How far you could take
amazing,
it.
yeah, how amazing you can push your body basically. And I'll
Yeah.
just show you a representation of real life action of 8 years plus consistently working on my body and showing you what's possible, because one day in my brain I couldn't do none of those things, and I just want to prove to people at the retreat where they can physically in person actually finally see not just a crazy video, but this is like is real. He actually does it. He's not just AI. Like
It's
this
not
guy,
AI.
he actually spins around and he Superman jumps and he does the triple clap push up. So I
Mhm.
just want to show
Yeah.
people the proof that when you really stick to something consistently and you put your mind to something, next level things are possible. And that's gonna be a
Mhm.
representation and just real living proof moment where after we have the whole session of the body day, then I will
Mhm.
be like just showing some crazy stuff that I've learned over the 8 years, and just in terms of inspiration, to push you and challenge you and inspire you that if you consistently work on your movement journey, then you too can do beautiful, creative, fun, amazing things with your body, and you don't have to
Mhm.
feel like it's a chore and it's boring and it's not fun. You're actually gonna change a big perspective in your mindset, like, wow, Sadik actually made fitness fun.
Mhm. Starting
And
from nothing, from zero.
from zero, couldn't even do the 5 push-ups when I started, couldn't even do 2 pull-ups when I started.
Yeah, that's
So
the main thing, like making it fun. And even if it is like a body day and there's some education in it, like
yeah, it's
we're
gonna
gonna
be
be
funny.
laughing.
It's gonna be funny. Everyone's gonna be having a laughing ab day. Let's put it that day. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah. At the very least, if you can't move with us and you go, your abs are gonna
You're gonna
because you're
have
laughing.
ab activation. You're gonna have body activation. That body is the part of the body is ab activation.
Mhm.
AA.
Yeah, and I'm just realizing now it's just like I actually do bring a lot of like, a little bit of comedy. Like I laugh a lot. No matter how serious the topic is, like
Yeah.
I'll bring something like unseriously serious. And so I think with, when people perceive like such a transformational intentional retreat, it sounds like serious business, but no, like
Nope.
there is going to be joy. Remember, you have two neurodivergent monkeys here. So
Exactly. It's gonna be crazy fun, so much laughter, so much jokes, and then the serious
yeah.
stuff, yeah. When we have to get serious and deep, we'll go there too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's nice to have that balance because you have that relief. Because sometimes, like when you're so serious, like you kind of hold your breath, or
Mm,
even in the body, right? And
mm.
then when you have that moment, that fresh air, refreshing, like a little bit of comedic relief or something,
Yep.
just, a little bit light fare, then you're just like,
Yeah.
ah.
Exactly. Like we
So I
have
think
to
that would
unleash
be,
the inner child at the end of the day, you know. All of us are adults and
yeah.
we're there to have fun and to learn and to grow and evolve, but we can never forget that we're big children, so we're gonna have fun. We're gonna make it fun and we're gonna make sure everybody can finally express
Yeah, I think
themselves, you know?
for body day, it'll also like be really fun for everyone's inner child because there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
play,
It's
you
play.
know.
It's actually play. So it's inner child
That's
like
the play
play.
day. That's the play
It's
day.
play day. Body day is play day, aka play
Yeah.
day, yeah. So it's gonna
Yep,
be
so
super fun.
that'll be at the amphitheater, more space,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone can like move around, but also just easier for Static to evoke
Yep.
in the amphitheater. Day 3, which is Soul Day, which is the Sunday, I believe. We're gonna use the dunes, the
Oh,
dunes, the
that
dunes at Albury.
dunes.
It's so beautiful. So it's just like I would show you images, but you're gonna think it's like AI.
Yeah.
Just check my Instagram. But anyways, the dunes. So literally dunes, like desert dunes, and then there's like this little like flat like dip area, and I think there's like canopies and um what do you call it, like the mats,
Yeah. Yeah. The
like
Mudgeless area.
carpets,
They call it Mudgeless area.
cushions,
Yeah.
um and then there's like this like beautiful like tower that's overlooking, and basically like this nice like very desert vibe, desert nomad energy, like Emirati type, like picnic kind of areas, with the cushions and the bonfires and stuff.
But it's
So
basically a spiritual picnic. It's like a,
that's why it's perfect
it's
for
literally
Soul
like a
Day. It's
deep
very,
spiritual
yeah. You look
sandy
at this area
picnic.
and you're just like, okay, someone's gonna do a cacao ceremony
Yeah.
or like meditation or
Yeah.
something. So I
It's
mean,
cool.
we are gonna do meditation. So that's Soul Day. And don't think that it's like a neo spiritual, like woo woo, like hyper
Mm.
spiritual type of, it's there's no witchy vibes. There's nothing wrong with those. It's just that with us, all of us coming together and making this super effective and transformational, is that we're making everything universal.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing our research. I know I learned some new things.
Yeah.
So like, instead of calling it like, I don't even know what the woo version is. We're gonna do breath work.
Mm.
Simple as breath work. Um, what else? So we'll have those talks. Soul Day. So you have Body Day with Sadik and Emily. Like that's their thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
On Soul Day, it'll be me and Flame, and it's. I mean, I don't know. I think it just comes to like not really becoming, well, no, becoming, but also returning to like who we came here to be, who we
Mm.
are when we shed all of the programming. So that's how we're kind of looking at soul, not just like tarot cards and
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever it is.
Whatever it is,
I
exactly.
mean,
Yeah.
I do come from some of those collectives and communities, but for here it's universal, and we want to keep it safe and
Mm-hmm.
inclusive so that no one's left out.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's Soul Day, me and Flame. Purpose, I think we're all gonna, honestly, it's just like all of us are gonna come together and
It's
say
all of us.
something
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Purpose Day. That will be at the Al Saha building, which
Mm-hmm.
is actually perfect because like, there's like this big like conference type of like room, but then there's also like breakout rooms, like smaller like meeting rooms. So get ready to connect, get ready to practice, like, well, not only figuring out and realizing and having it click for you, um how accessible like a soulful way of being that also feeds you is going to be. Your mission, your purpose, your project, your business, your organization, your movement, whatever it's going to be, you never know, you might find your future business partners or even collaborators on this day, when
Mm.
we have those like little like breakout rooms. So that's going to be super cool. We are both entrepreneur nerds. So as far as the strategy stuff, I know Sadik and I are going to be nerding out like crazy. So just prepare for that. Take notes.
Yep.
Um,
That's the day you bring
and
your journal.
oh yeah, yeah, or
Yeah.
just like your iPad so you can
Yeah.
show people if you actually been working on something. Like we're gonna have you show what it is.
100%.
Yeah, or even like mood board or whatever. So if you want to bring your device, like, we'll pull it up on the big screen, or if you have it. So this is like where we're actually like business coaching. It doesn't have to be a business, it could be whatever it is, but just like bringing that strategy, making it possible, making it accessible, not
Mm,
just taking anyone or whoever's blueprint, because my journey, my blueprint, the way I design things might not be how you make it. And
mm,
same with Static, like the way our BTS, business systems or whatever are very like different, but you can take, what resonates, take what might work for you. But also what we're really good at doing is figuring out how your brain works, how your, what you're like excited about, what apps and tools like you care to use, what you want to spend your time doing. Like, if looking at and crunching numbers like it excites you, then do that. If it doesn't excite you, then we know the resources and the hacks and the cheat sheets and the tools. So it's like really figuring out how, helping you build your own strategy,
mhm.
as opposed to us just giving you this and then, hopefully it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Um
No,
and
real
yeah,
life,
and
tangible
we're really good
action
at doing that
steps.
like improv because we're so like present. It's not like it's unscripted
Yeah,
pretty much.
100%.
Um and then at the very end of day 4, that's the last like full like retreat day, we're going to come together again for another celebration dinner, and this is the
Yeah.
closing ceremony. So just imagine the way that you introduce yourself at the opening ceremony dinner,
You would not be the same
and
person.
yep, yep, and then we're going to ask the same question at the closing ceremony and see how differently you show up. Even in just 4 days, see how
Mm.
differently you talk about yourself. We're also going to shout out all the transformations that we've witnessed in all of you. Like I said, imagine going to this big, festival, music festival or whatever, and then as you leave, the freaking CEO is also saying, "Thank you for coming. I see you. You did such a great job, and I'm rooting for you. Goodbye." You know what I mean?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
what an experience! I almost like teared.
And that day will be
um,
emotional for sure.
yeah,
That
so
day will
well
be deep.
the opening ceremony is going to be indoor in the beautiful Al Madam like restaurant. So my thing with like dining places is like it has to
It's
be
so
vibey.
nice.
And
It's
there's no
so
corner
vibey.
of the retreat grounds that isn't like moody,
No,
vibey, you know?
everything is perfect. I promise you,
Yeah.
everything is
Yeah,
so
so
beautiful, so vibey, so perfect, so
it is.
aesthetically pleasing for IG and TikTok and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
So,
it's very grammable, so you don't have to
yep,
worry about that.
that's the one thing they're gonna be
um
like, oh, I need to get this, capture that. Oh, let me take videos of the food. Feel free to get as much content as
Yep,
possible
that
whilst
content
you're
will
there.
last you like 3 months or more.
For sure, for sure. Probably the whole
um,
year. If they take bits of everything, that's enough B-roll and enough
yeah, I
content
remember I
from.
did that with my old Instagram. Like I could
Yep,
make something last like a very long time, and
for
I'm
sure.
good. Just
Yep.
until the next retreat and then another year's
That's
worth of
it. And then another
content.
year as well. So that could be people's like when they've experienced the magic, they will start like putting it into their calendar. Like this is their yearly reset.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, yeah, and we'll also have Asal with getting beautiful captures with
Yep.
everyone of the experience too. So
Can't wait.
no pressure on being on your phone all day, but
Yeah.
capture what you want for fun, but
Yeah.
just don't feel pressured to capture because we'll have
Actually,
a
there also,
free.
by the way, there will be moments actually during the retreat where I actually this was a like a last minute moment of my mind a few days ago where I was actually
Mhm.
thinking like they will be during the workshop hours and during the hours of like the sessions going on. So every time people walk into the room or the amphitheater or whatever the day is, mind, body, soul, every
Yeah.
workshop session will have a nice little box and they have to all put their phones in that box and we're gonna close that box up very nicely and put it to the
Oh,
side.
I love that
so
game. Yeah.
so during the session there are no distractions because they are
Mhm.
there to, if someone paid all that money, our job to make sure it's worth it for them is to make sure there's no distractions.
It also helps keep the other people safe because when in these immersive core events, imagine your mind, your body, your soul, your purpose. That's very that's something you protect. And
Exactly.
people are also going to have vulnerable moments, so that's why we have a cell there, so you don't have to worry about it like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's so aesthetic, I want to catch. You will get the content, don't worry about it, you will see it, we will tag whoever we want to tag, that we're able to tag. And
Mhm.
so all this, so don't worry about it. But in the in betweens, in the downtime, in the more casual like parts of the gathering, like feel free, have
Of
fun,
course,
but
that time
just
they'll have their phone. Yeah, it's only that's why I
yeah,
said only during the talks and the days that we are doing the workshops. Only those
yeah,
workshop hours, no phones. After workshop's over, here's your phones back.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so it's like
yeah.
that.
Especially because I know some of us are gonna cry.
For 100%. I actually
Hmm.
believe the mission for both of us is to make sure that we all cry.
Yeah.
We all have to leave actual physical water droplets on the sand and let go of the crap that's inside of us before
And
we
there's
come back.
magic too. Like that's
That's real
that's like
healing.
very magical. Yeah. So yeah, that's the closing ceremony. So the difference is like the opening ceremony is indoor, and the closing ceremony, remember I said Soul Day is at like the dunes. It's gonna be in that outdoor, like amongst the dunes. They just
Mm,
the dune. Like go and look up dunes. It's
man, it's
it's
beautiful.
it's dreamy.
I can already see them all like sitting around there, like talking away, and deep connections and bonds and friendships and social media being exchanged and
Yeah.
numbers and like I can already see them eating together and the blessings that are going to be there in the space. And me and you are going to look at them and be like, we brought these people together. We did.
Yeah.
Us two mahalas did that.
I know.
Like two mahalas that just had a vision and idea and have convinced these beautiful people to come together in a place that we are now actually transforming this
Mhm.
collective together, and we will all become the servant leaders of the future. And it's
Yeah, and
gonna
I can't
be.
wait. I can't wait to be also served by. It's like I want to be your
I
future
want to learn
client.
from
I want
everybody
to
that
learn from
comes.
you.
Honestly, every
Yeah.
person that is already here and that's already coming and that's put the intention out to already come, everybody's going to teach us something. All of
Yeah.
them are so smart, so talented, so wise. That's the whole point, bringing all of the potential together like a
Yeah.
mastermind, and then allowing them to have the space to share with us.
Oh, I think I want to do that like in the like celebration, the closing ceremony. Like it would be so cool cuz I know I'm going to learn a lot from everyone there if I just like share. Imagine you think you're just a guest, but we're all there together,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like I want to make them feel seen and be like, it was before this event, like we had no idea who the other person was, but I've in these past 4 days I learned this from you,
Yeah.
and this person, like for us to share what we've learned from them, because we
Mm-hmm.
already know, like they're gonna be sharing what they learned from the day
We're
and
included
whatever.
in that
But
too. Yeah.
it's a two-way street. So
Yep.
so that would be so cool if, yeah, at the celebration dinner, we, the hosts, all four of us, share what we learned from them, so they
Mm-hmm.
can feel what it feels like, when they step into, being the servant leader in the near future. Like
Yep.
people are going to be telling you what they learned from you and celebrating you, like in this like beautiful
Definitely.
dunes dinner.
And also one day in the very near future, after the like post retreat in the near future, those same beautiful humans that came together in that dunes in that desert, those same humans are gonna be the real testimonials and the real testimonies of what's possible for them to create in their life, but also
Yeah.
like future retreats. These guys are gonna be the future leaders and the speakers.
Yep.
So it's not like, this is why we keep saying it's so bonus. It's such a special first retreat because they will
Hmm.
always be the ones to tell everybody about the first retreat and how the first retreat changed their life. Because after the first retreat, everybody that was there had an opportunity to come back the next year to speak, to share
Yeah,
their journey, to
literally.
share their
Yeah.
story, to have a
So
workshop.
that is why this first one is so key, because and this is why, like, people that have that ability to trust fall are so rewarded. I've trust falled had the trust fall experience because I have so much faith and I know what I can do, and I also know when I need to be guided and supported. So that me trust falling has just unlocked so much. And as much as we manifest and whatever, there's always more that we can't think of, like we don't know what's waiting, and it's beyond what we can imagine. this retreat is beyond what I would have
Mm-hmm.
imagined 5 years ago when I was thinking I'm just going to make a creative agency.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like one of those things. So the reason why this one is so key is that, we're going to invite everyone to speak in some of the workshops and even in the panels, you'll have some like airtime. However, that little taste of engaging and sharing your wisdom, and sharing your story, you're practicing your storytelling and teaching, and it's medicine in a way too, right? For the co-gatherers, everyone that goes to this one is basically in the back of our head, it's a little bit like secretly, is who we would trust to invite to be not just a panel speaker, but an actual co facilitator
Yep.
in the future retreats um, as Mind Retreat happens again, as Found Gathering happens again, or as we expand into other parts of the world, because we've met you, because we've had such a intimate, transformational, quantum experience with you, who else to trust instead of just someone on LinkedIn that has a pretty profile? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is
So,
next level human connection.
yeah, and it's just like, later down along the line, people are going to see we've done this a few times already and it's amazing. And, we're going to get DMs like, oh, like, I'm a teacher. How do I get on your roster? It's like all of you that actually show up are prioritized
Mm-hmm.
as the future facilitators. So right
Yeah.
now we have mind, body, soul, purpose, but whatever it is that, like, it is that what mastery that you're going to step into, that's going to be your thing.
Mm.
Have you ever envisioned, like, even just teaching a small group? Like, I know we have some friends who is like a master at breathing. Like, literally, breath is life. You know, and if you come to the retreat and you're like breathing, like breath work is your entire thing, then that's what you're going to be hosting as a retreat co-facilitator
Mm-hmm.
as this happens in the future. So that's the best way to get into the roster of being a facilitator at our retreats, is to show up, because I don't think it would be fair if you guys are the ones that show up every time we have a gathering, but then facilitators that come out of nowhere are the ones teaching you.
Mm-hmm.
It should be you
It
guys.
should be
We
them.
also
We're
want to
teaching
be
them to be the servant
facilitated by
leaders.
you as
Exactly.
well.
Because there's so many amongst them that are gonna be that not gonna be, they are already like with wise, smart, talented, amazing,
Yeah,
genius souls.
it's time. It's
It's
time.
time. It's time for them to level up. First, they level up from us, then we learn from them. So first, they are being coached by the coaches. Then we are going to be coached, and we are going to be the students of them
Yeah.
when they
It's
level
like
up.
it's like we are, I mean, the main thing we're trying to do is to catalyze, to activate, to
Duplication.
wake you up. Don't be scared. Go after
Yeah.
I'm sounding like Nabil. Go
Yeah.
after your dreams.
Exactly. I was thinking of him just now when you were saying that too.
Yeah, and then when you come
Duplication.
back to the future gatherings as a facilitator, now you are embodying the
Yep.
embodiment. You're the
Yep.
walking embodiment of everything you integrated.
Yep.
So I'm so excited to see who, just who.
It- it- I'm not even worried about who anymore. I'm just like so fulfilled and grateful for the ones who are already in and
Yeah,
the ones who have committed with the intentions. And for anybody else that watches this afterwards, if it is you, if you do feel our energy, if you do trust me and you trust Camille to hold that space for you, to come there in the middle of the desert, that is gonna genuinely be a life reset for you. And if it's not, then I will personally give your money back. I will personally return your money back if you come and you're like, this is crap. This was the worst retreat of my life. I got no value. I hated the place. The people were
if you
evil and
walk
blah blah
away
blah.
worse than how you were before you came, then yeah, guarantee.
Guaranteed. Like seriously, that is one of the promises that I will make to every, because that's how much belief and confidence and like
Yeah,
trust I have in us to make sure that we are going to give more than whatever people pay, because
yeah,
already the price is so low compared to any of the other retreats in Dubai or in
yeah,
the UAE. So that's already
yeah,
one bonus. But number two, the fact that we are like actually gonna give so much is something they would only feel when they're there, and they're gonna be like, wow, Sadiq and Camille really, like, they really care. These two people actually care about humans, and they don't do this for money. They don't do this for
Yeah.
the fame. They
Yeah.
don't do this for Instagram. They do it because they actually care.
Yeah,
Like how.
my main thing was that for so long after, I mean, in the early part of my self-development journey, is that I noticed, no matter how more positive I was thinking, and all of that growth and like leveling up in mind, body, soul, purpose, I always found myself coming back into this like lower frequency of being so frustrated of watching others just not go after their dreams when I know that they want it. I know that they're good at it. I know that they can see themselves and I can see the potential. And what really helped me just kind of walk away from that frustration so that I'm not stuck in just being frustrated with everyone all the time is like number one, the acceptance and the trust. But now we trust ourselves even more. And we are meeting you where we can meet ourselves. So we would never ask anyone to trust us if we didn't fully trust ourselves.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Period. The end.
Yay, the end. And then basically, what is it? Day 5 or day 6, because there's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, day 5. It's just checkout day. Now you have your new besties, your new future business partners, your collaborators, or just forever followers for the rest of forever.
Yep.
That's just like last chance. Like I want selfies with everyone,
Hmm.
and pretty much then we have our last free breakfast, and then we say see you soon instead
Yep.
of goodbye.
No, no goodbyes. It's only see you soon. We'll check back
Yeah.
in. We'll put everybody into a group and we'll check back in with them.
And that's
Almost
one thing about like joining like a community space is that you've met everyone.
exactly. It
Yeah.
also feels very like at this point to me, it feels very like a normal thing because the way that I built my Utopia community was you're only allowed to come into the group if I've met you. So you're almost
Mhm.
like this is a vetted space, it's a safe space, and it's very protective, as everybody knows me to be.
Yeah.
Very responsible and very
Join the
protective of.
Mindtopians.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be very safe for everybody to feel like, wow, like they're not just in the Mindtopia community as like everybody else being normal members. Like these are the VIPs. These are the ones that came invested in themselves
And
big
showed
time,
up. Yeah.
showed up on
Yeah.
another
Not just for the
level,
free coffee, but like
not
for
just
the
for the
full
free meetups
experience.
and events. Yeah, they came, invested in themselves. They came, they got that true value. They have the accountability now, and they are in a separate group, a separate level. The level of energy and guidance and coaching and support and mentorship that they get is
Mhm.
not what everybody else will get. And that's just how it's going to be because people who are serious and who invest in themselves, like we have thousands and thousands of dollars in ourselves, we know the value that you can actually receive from those types of people who are in the
Yeah.
world ready to give you that energy and that support and guidance. Because not everybody will. Other people out there in the world just do things for money. Other people in the
Mhm.
world do things for fame or pictures with women and pictures with men and this and that. And it's like, no, we don't.
Flex.
Yeah, exactly. We're not like that. We don't want to be those facades and the fake people. Like we are building something meaningful and purposeful for the long term. And this is something we're going to be doing every single year. And then it's going to be
For the rest of our
for the rest
lives.
of our lives. Like we've just
Yeah.
committed, like hook or by crook, whatever happens, we're planning a retreat every single year. And whoever
Yeah.
comes, comes. Even if there's limited people, even if there's too many people, there's never going to be a day or sorry, a year where we don't ever feel fulfilled from doing this work
Yeah.
because it's not
Yeah.
about the people.
Even if it's 7 or 73, like it's still a ripple effect. This is literally, we can't help but do this. We literally serve. This is how we serve. We literally bleed service. So we
Our
have no
purpose.
choice but to do this. This is what what we were brought down here to do.
This is our mission. It's
So
our mission.
yeah, it's like come or don't. But even if it's even if it's like 7 people or up to 73 or whatever in between, it's just like we're still helping in some way. Every person matters. Every human matters, and
Mhm.
every single one of us can make a difference. And over time, that's more and more and more of us,
100%.
activating into that mission. And
Like, okay. Whew. Now we'll see you there.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. But yeah, for anybody that still is watching, listening, or is watching the replay afterwards, I don't know if you guys can see the link that's pinned here, but if it's not, then we'll keep it very simple. You can just go to mindtopia.com, and at the back on the top you'll just see a banner. Just click the banner because that takes you straight to the events page. And every part of what we just shared in the itinerary walkthrough is all there. And if you have questions and answers after that, and you have queries or things you're not sure about or things you can't see here because you missed it, then you just reach out to me, Camille. Anything that you need answers to, you just ask us. We're not here
Mhm.
to um to to force you to do anything. We're not here to push you. Like, we are here because if you are
We're
aligned,
accessible hosts.
we're accessible hosts. Exactly. We want them to communicate with us. So if you are feeling stuck, you are feeling that you have questions and answers, maybe you are having financial challenges, then we will show you how you can still come with the affordable way from Camille's website as well, on
Mhm.
foundfounder.co. So just reach out if you need anything, and we're both here to serve you and powerfully, and we're here to answer your questions as well. And we're going to be doing this every week, once a week, to go live. So if you have those questions and you want them answered live, then just come back next week on the YouTube live and you'll see us.
Yeah.
And that's about it. That's about it. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Camille, for sharing the breakdown of the itinerary with them and for going through the breakdown of everything, because I think it makes a lot
Mhm.
more sense when we do these live and actually talk about it and go through each day
Yeah.
and each moment. Because sometimes I do understand, like, neurodivergence, ADHDers, like, they come to the website, oh crap, too much going on. No, my day scrolled so much. I don't get it. I'm not sure. That's why you ask.
Mhm.
That's
Well,
why
when
you
you're
join the
listening
live.
in a conversation, sometimes people are conversational learners, not always aesthetic learners
Exactly.
too. Yeah,
Exactly.
and I can recite this in my sleep. I know it by heart already.
Yeah, I know. That's why I leave it to you. This is your mastery at this point. At this point, your mastery from you creating the beautiful the itinerary itself. Like, this was your mastery the whole time. My mastery will be to facilitate everything and everyone when we're there. Like, that's
Mhm.
my mastery. In person human stuff is my mastery.
Yeah,
Tech stuff,
yeah.
I love, I appreciate, I'm good at it. I still do it, but it's not my mastery. Like, I
Mhm.
don't want to memorize all of this stuff. I'd rather Camille share it with her passion, because she knows exactly what's happening in
Yeah, for
every
you, it's
hour of the
just
day.
show up and you're already gonna know. Like your
Yeah,
body
it's
and
like,
mind
at
is
this
gonna
point
know
for
what to
me,
do.
it's like it's muscle memory. But if you was asking me something specific, I'd be like, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Camille. Like,
Yeah,
she's the genius. She'll tell you exactly that hour what's going down or
I
whatever.
have the
But
encyclopedia in my
you're literally the encyclopedia of designing this whole thing. But at the end of the day, like, we are here to answer their questions, and if there's something we don't know, we will find out, right? If there's a
Yeah,
question they have about the retreat, I can go, and we have that communication, we have that relationship, that we can find out everything, because we're their best friends
yeah.
and we're family. So yeah, thank you everybody for
Hooray.
watching. Appreciate you for being here, or for not. And if you're watching this on a replay, then yeah, feel free to reach out if you need anything from us. But until next time, ciao ciao. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. You as well, Camille. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I shall catch you in our communications.
And Instagram live on Tuesday for both available for
Not this,
BTS.
not this Tuesday, because we have our Mind meetup in London.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it might be Monday.
So
We
then
might,
next week
or
Thursday here, right here on YouTube, same day, same time.
yeah, or
Yeah.
Monday, if we have time on Monday evening, or on Thursday, sorry, on Wednesday, then we can do the BTS if we
Okay,
have
cool.
time. If we don't, then yeah, just YouTube live is Thursday for sure.
At the very least, we are committed to all of you guys, and we're going to be showing up one way or another.
Exactly. So until next time, thank you guys for listening to our Mind X talk. And
Ah!
I'm getting used to saying that. Like, no more 10x. It's gonna be Mind
Mhm.
X.
I love it.
Everyone's gonna be talking about Mind X in the future, and you could be a potential speaker, but you gotta book your tickets and come to the retreat. Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
All right, take care, everybody. Bye bye. And let me see if I can end this now.